So the point that I'd like to make coming out of the gate, after looking at all of this, okay, because we have, a water machine, we have a water purifier, we have, I have a wine chest over here and a refrigerator for all my drinks over there. We're very fluid based. But how do you, thinking of all this, start your day, Tamika? How do you start?
I'm a night owl. Let's just get that out of it. We'll start at the end of the day before. I'm a night owl, and I like to, my creative juices are flowing in the middle of the night at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So with that being said, I like to sleep in until about 10:30 or 11. But when I wake up, immediately my creative juices are flowing right out of the gate. And so what I like to do is grab a cup of coffee. Well, first I like to hydrate, drink a couple bottles of water. Then I get my coffee and I get my journal, and I have a spiritual devotional book. And every day they have something to, the word, if you will. So I read on that, I reflect on it, I do a little journal entry, what my focus is for the day, a phrase for the day, things like that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. A routine is so important. It sets the tone for the day. Whether you start mid-afternoon the way Tamika does, or if you start at an earlier time the way I do. Yeah. Tamika, I have a question for you though. As you said, the creative juices are flowing as you're laying there in bed. Do you sleep with a notepad and pen beside the bed?
I have all of my journals by the side of my bed. However, I don't usually write in my books at night.
Now, I'm meaning, have you ever had such a wonderful plan, wonderful idea that you bolt upright and you write it?
I don't do it though. I make a mental note, but yes.
I can't remember that long because I'm old. Okay. Yes. But yeah, I have done that. I've made a habit of having a pen and pad beside me, because I will at times wake up with wow, I got to remember that.
Yeah.
And down it goes. Yeah. But yeah, and morning routines, like we said, are so important. They're integral part of your day. I have a routine. I call them my 8 morning habits.
Yes, let's talk about it.
All right.
So what time do you wake up in the morning?
I'm up by 4 a.m. That's what time I wake.
That's what time I'm going to bed.
So I'm up at 4 and my eyes come open at 4. It's just an ingrained, I don't need the alarm. They're just, here I am. I'm up.
I like that.
But as soon as I'm up, one of the first things that I want to do is stretch. Yes, I have to stand and stretch, not lay there, but I mean literally stand, touch the ceiling, touch the floor, spread my arms back as far as I can go, lean my head, whatever I have to do. That gets me started first. The second thing I want to do, I've been up at the alarm, I've stretched, I guess it's the third thing that I want to do, is I want to visualize the big things that I want to accomplish today.
Nice.
Okay, this morning when I woke up, I knew that I had an appointment at my chiropractic office. I knew what time it was going to be. I checked in mentally on that. I knew that I had a phone call that was going to happen later in the morning that was going to take me about an hour. I mentally checked in on that. What am I going to be thinking about? What am I talking about? I knew that you and I had a meeting for this afternoon, and I mentally checked in on that. I knew the big things coming, anticipating a little bit through that part of the day. Once I went through that morning routine and visualized it, the next thing that I want to do is I want to start a gratitude list.
At what point are you drinking coffee?
I haven't yet.
Oh, nice.
I have not yet.
Wow.
I haven't left really truly the bedside yet. So my gratitude list is just 3 things that I'm grateful for to start my day.
Nice.
I'm great, and it can be anything. Just set the mindset for gratitude. I'm grateful that I woke up. I'm grateful for this beautiful day. I'm grateful that I get to go have a cup of coffee, you know. So that's next. After I do that, and I come out and I start my coffee, I do what I call make and take water. Okay? I go into the bathroom and I make some water. And then I come back out and I take some water.
Yes.
Because as you said in yours, you drink a couple of bottles of water. You are dehydrated when you wake up in the morning. And when you're dehydrated, okay, things aren't going to run well. You're going to be foggy. You're going to have some issues.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, here's a quick check for you to see if you are dehydrated or not. Set your hand like so. Pinch the skin. Pull it up. Let it go. See how mine stayed up? I'm dehydrated.
What about me?
You are hydrated.
Okay.
So if that goes away the way hers did, there's no skin hanging up afterwards, boom, gone. She has plenty of fluid. I do not. So I need to get on my horse and get some more water in me. Clean
I
up
have
the
a
system.
test like that, but I poke my index finger and then,
Look for the divot?
yeah.
Yeah, and that's another one. That will work very, very well.
Yeah.
So we've made and taken the water. At this point, the next thing I want to do is I want to say a quick meditation, a quick prayer for just a couple of moments. I need to touch base with my Creator, thank Him for what I have experienced, what I'm about to experience, ask for some help and some guidance on some things that I may need through the day. Now I've kind of set the tone. And once I've set that tone, I can come out. By now the coffee is brewing. And I will sit down and I have a little bit of a breakfast. My breakfast is pretty small. I'm going to take a yogurt. I'm going to throw a few nuts in it, stir it up. One hard-boiled egg that's been cracked and peeled, and coffee and my water. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. And then after I've done all of that, I move into my office where my computer is, and I will journal for the next hour.
Wow.
I journal everything. I have a set routine as to projects I want to work on today. I have a set routine for how I want to feel about the day. I have a set routine for the things that I want to remember for the day. I have 10 steps that I write and I remember each one of those.
Yeah.
Then I go through and I write down this one I've just done so many times, it's just there. Today's my day. My time is now. Everything that's happened to me has happened to prepare me for this moment. I know exactly what I need to do. All I need to do is be positive and go do it. I mean, that's just every morning that just gets written down. There's a few other things that I write in there. I jot down a couple of notes as to where I'm going to be, at what time. I have my stuff written in there. It takes me the better part of an hour to get that done.
Yeah.
When I don't do that routine, Tamika, I'm lost. I'm discombobulated.
Yes.
Christmas Day, Christmas Eve Day, Easter Sunday, those are days where that usually misses, and I take that all with me on my vacations. The family thinks I'm nuts because I get up 4 in the morning, I quietly leave the room, and I go downstairs. They're serving up the stuff that I want to have.
Oh, yeah.
And I sit there and I do my thing.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting. A lot of the things that you mentioned that you do in your morning routine, I do throughout the day because I'm waking up so much later. But it's the same idea. The journaling is super important.
Super important.
If you don't mind, were you kind of closing up your taking?
I can do anything. Jump right in there, kiddo.
I just wanted to touch on something that's really important as it pertains to the journaling. I recently did a journal entry. It was probably the beginning of February. Here we are. We're getting close to the end of February. And it was probably around the 6th of February, I did a journal entry. And at that time, I was focusing heavily on my alter ego, if you will. And her name is Harriet Emma Rose. I've given her a name. She's different than Tamika.
Okay.
She's like a 1940s old Hollywood
diva.
Yes. And sometimes she does come out in Tamika. But as I was writing out who Harriet is, her personality, how she dresses, how she speaks, the energy that she gives off, I got so clear on her, who she is in this journal entry. And if I have to touch on something that's really important, my alter ego, this is important because if I'm not being completely honest, no one grows from it. And so I'm going to put this out there. My alter ego is a sex maniac.
Sweet.
Not like nymphomaniac where she's just constantly, but she's very sexual.
Okay.
The way she carries herself, her essence is sex appeal. And I got very clear on that on this journal entry. It was 6 pages.
Oh, you were clear.
And because of that, on February 6th, my entire February has been very sexual. But with that being said, I went back and read that journal entry and I was like, wow. It's almost like I was writing out how things were going to be for the month, not knowing that that's what I was doing. So then I said, well, let's try this with money.
Good.
I have a money alter ego. Her name is Buffy.
Okay. I'm not going to ask how Buffy earns her money.
No, she's very different than Harriet.
Okay.
She is just, there's like dollar bills flying from her chest because she's so free with money because she has an abundance of it.
Okay.
So I wrote out, okay, Buffy, she's very, oh, I like this. It's beautiful. She likes beautiful things. Mm-hmm. So she likes to spend money. And
I might have married her.
yeah. And so that's what I'm saying. Those journal entries are so much, they're so important because what you write out becomes your life, your reality.
It is your reality. What you focus on, you get. The law of attraction, so very powerful. People do not realize how powerful this is.
Yeah.
We've all had that day where we get out of bed, we're in a hurry, we bang our toe off the end of the dresser. Oh, and you're hopping around, and there's a little sailor talk that kind of comes out, and you come out into the kitchen. And there's your spouse. Oh, good morning, how are you? And you start chewing on them right away. Well, what do you get back? You get some chew back, don't you?
Yes.
Now, because you're hobbling around, it's thrown your routine off, you're late, you get in the car to head off to work, and you're 5 to 10 minutes behind. Is that really earth-shattering? No. But what do? You drive like a maniac. You're whipping in and out of lanes. You're running yellow lights that you know you shouldn't be running, right? Mm-hmm. And you get to work and you run in and you're behind, you're breathless. Your whole day is ruined.
Yeah.
All because you focused on that pain instead of saying, it's an accident, I shouldn't have been hurrying, and dismiss it. What you focus on. Another one, ladies, have you ever picked out the perfect outfit for the occasion that you're going to? Mm-hmm. It's the perfect outfit. You're just in love with it. And you get to the event and there's 3 women wearing the exact same outfit. Has that happened?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're focused on it. And that's what, had you not wanted to wear that outfit, they all 3 would have worn the same outfit, and I doubt you even would have paid any attention.
Let's take it a step further with both of those instances that you just talked about. When it comes to the law of attraction, I had something that happened to me something that I experienced back in November or December. I was driving, and I have a heavy foot. I like to go fast. There's no reason to go the speed limit. And I was driving on this road that you can drive fast and get away with it because there's usually not any police or cops or anything. But I had the urge to go fast, but something in my logical mind said, don't do it. So I said, I think I'm going to stay put and drive a little slower today. Thank goodness I did. The minivan in front of me was driving, and as we came up to a stoplight, a cat comes running across the street, and I'm wondering, like, the cat's running pretty fast. I think it's going to make it. Except it ran underneath his car and right into the wheel of the stopped car. So the car wasn't, we were at a stoplight, but this cat runs right into his wheel on the one side, and then it died on impact. And as I was kind of traumatized by that a little bit, because it was right in front of me, and that would have been me if I would sped up. And I didn't want to experience that. But having watched it happen, I kept just replaying it in my mind and thinking, that's horrible. Why did I witness this? And I realized that if you stop thinking of things as good or bad, they just are. That's powerful.
Very powerful.
And the more you focus on things, positive things that you want to happen, not good things, because nothing is good or bad, but the kind of life that you want to live, well, now everything is kind of, there's a level playing field.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's powerful.
Do you know, Tamika, that most people, according to a recent book that I just read by someone who I think has some pretty good insight, most people cannot define what they want in terms of what they want.
Yes.
They define what they want in terms of what they don't want. And you focus on what you don't want is what you're going to get, because you're focused on what you don't want.
Exactly.
So you can use those things, so I don't want this, I don't want that, but use them to literally make yourself give a reason as to why you want what you want.
Yes.
Use that as a motivator. That's a very powerful motivator.
Yes.
Okay? I don't want to, well, she's gone now, my ex-wife is gone, but I don't want to ever see her again. Pretty powerful motivator to make sure that I didn't go into any place where I knew she would be.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the way it works.
So let me ask you, I love what you said about, the why of the why to the why. What is your why as it pertains to the next level now? And then tell me your why for your why.
Okay. My why for the next level now is really, truly, I'm 70 years old. I have been through so much. Divorces, loss of a son to a drug overdose, near loss of a daughter to a drug addiction, alcohol addiction. I have been bankrupt. I've been sued by the IRS. I have been up, I've been down, I've been through everything. And I've also been blessed to have had this life. I've been blessed to meet people like Tamika. I have been blessed to have been through so many positive things that far outweigh the negative. But my why is for me to share these experiences and to help people get through some of these types of things that I've been through. Had someone come to me 25 years ago and said, hey, Kirk, I want to show you how to get over the loss of a son due to a drug overdose. I probably would have been a little shocked, but I think I would have taken the information.
Wow.
Yeah, but I have the hindsight of looking at it from the other side, right?
Right.
The why, my why, is directly related to that. And that I never, ever want to experience any of those losses again. I never want to go through any of that. I want to be healthy because I never want to go through being 376 pounds, morbidly obese, so out of breath that I couldn't walk across the room.
Wow.
So those kinds of motivations, those things that you know you don't want, motivate you to do the things that you do want. And that's my why for my why.
I love that.
How about you?
My why for the next level now is 3 things. 2 of them are for you, and 1 of them is for my pleasure. The 2 things that why I want to do the next level now is value. Every single person on the planet has value. And whether it's someone has a skill set and they do things so effortlessly, and it's like, wow, how do you do that? I just, everyone has value, and I want to help bring that out in you.
I love it.
I want you to discover it for yourself. I can't tell you what your God-given talent is. Only you know what that is, and you'll discover that through the next level now. That's number 1.
That's a great one.
Number 2 is the why to the why. I believe that when you discover your God-given talent, it will fulfill you in a way that you can pass that along to someone else and tell someone else and teach someone else. It's the gift that just keeps on giving. And that is the community for the next level now.
Isn't that a great feeling, though, to know that you shared that and it bubbles over? When you see someone else's expression of, wow, you know, that's... Now, I cheated a little bit. As a chiropractor, I got to see that fairly regularly. You know, someone comes up off the tip, oh, doc, thank you, so much better. Yeah. That's nice. And that is very, very addictive.
Yes, because you're chasing that next
one, that dopamine drip, baby. Give me some.
I love it.
Yeah.
And the last thing for me that I want to fulfill for myself is my email address is businesstamika@yahoo, like my personal account. And I started that account in like 2000 when I was 18 years old. And now I'm 44, and I've always wanted to be a business owner. So this is fulfilling that for me. It's like, it's what I've always wanted. And I've tried different businesses and they've not come to fruition, but this has.
This has.
And it's perfect.
It's kind of in your wheelhouse, kid.
It is.
It really is.
It is.
It really is. Yeah, everything that you experience in life is preparation for this next moment.
Absolutely.
And even the disappointments, even the sadness, and I can honestly tell you that each and every one of those miserable low points that I had had a seed of growth, opportunity. They had a seed of greatness within them. At the time you experience it, not so much. Right. But on the back side of it, I see why God put me through it. I really, really do.
Yeah.
And to be able to get out and share that with people, to be able to help them experience it on their own, as you said, we can't tell you what it is because how do we know?
Right.
We don't.
No.
But what we can do is coach you through some of those experiences that we've had, share with you some ideas, some thoughts, some practices that you can use so that you can do the same thing. What was that movie years ago? Pay It Forward?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's kind of what it is.
Yes.
You pay it forward.
That's what it is. That's exactly.
That's it. So that's why I think we are here talking to you today. Really is. And this is a joy. I look forward to you and I getting together and doing this and talking about it. And I'll be honest with you. I try to talk about this with my family, with my wife, my son, my daughter. And I watch. I know. I can see their eyes glaze over. I really can. I did not know that eyes rolling back in your head makes literally a noise, but it does. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You hear their eyes dropping. And so it's nice to have someone to share this with, too. It really is. Someone who understands it and truly gets it. And my prayer is that you get it. You get it with Tamika. You get it with me. You may have noticed even in how we talked about this, we have 2 different approaches to this.
Yes.
Tamika and I had a meeting earlier, and she is just, man, she explodes with this information, and it's very, very, For her, it's very visual, it's very colorful, it's very beautiful, and she's able to describe all this, and I'm scratching my head. I'm thinking, what are you talking about? Because that's just not how I approach things. My basis, my background's in science, my background's in chiropractic, hers is in retail and fashion.
Yeah.
Okay, right?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
And so we have different approaches on these things, but yet at the same time, we're both driving to the same destination.
It's one vision, ultimately,
Yeah.
for the next level now.
Yep. And that's the beautiful part. So I hope you keep following all of this that we put out here. I hope you continue to tell people about the next level now. Share this information with people.
And you have an event coming up.
I do. That is Monday. That'll be the Tuesday, rather, the 24th. Tuesday, the 24th at 6:30 p.m. We'll go ahead and post a link to the Zoom on this. It's free, and it's titled "The Top of Your Game." How to be at the very top of your game. We all want to be at the top, right?
Yeah.
Who doesn't like a winner?
Yeah.
Right?
There you go.
So that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to give you some tips, some ideas, some hints. If I get it done in time, I have a feeling that I'll even be able to maybe email you out a study guide afterwards, help you out a little bit with that. Good stuff.
Be there or be square.
That's what we say.
You'll want to check out the link in our comments section for Zoom.
Absolutely. And Tamika's so good at this because I'm old. Okay, so I have trouble kind of figuring this stuff out, and sometimes I don't get the links right, and she comes back and behind me and she fixes it up and puts the links in there right for it. So
Yes.
I appreciated that the other day. Thank
Absolutely.
you.
I've got your back.
Thank you.
And Kirk has a wealth of knowledge. I mean, we've got 70 years of just trial and error, experience, the know-how, and that's what we want to share.
I won't help you get the square peg in the round hole, but I'll show you. I'll show you some methods that you might want to try.
Yeah. So this is not goodbye. This is
We'll see you next time.
Cheers.